Good evening, everybody. Howdy. Someone else too has been to Calgary. I was at Calgary. They have the Gay Pride Parade and the rodeo, the Stampede at the same time. They run as many bulls as they can right through them. It's quite a show. So, yeah, I live in the neighborhood. I was thinking of plenty of fish one day because I was actually looking. Well, someone was looking for a date apparently. They just came up to me and said, "Hey, you want a date?" And she smelled like a plenty of fish. And I was thinking, you know, if I go down on her, I hope there is a lot of healthy fatty acids down there. Oh man. You go for the sex and you get the sushi for free. Terrific. What a neighborhood to walk around in. So, yeah. So that's quite a fun adventure. Of course, I had a girlfriend, but you know, I swore she was cheating on me, so I had to put an end to it because every time she'd come over, we'd get in the hot tub, and suddenly we'd have clam chowder. And when she was on the rag, it was Manhattan style. Very frightening. You know, I was like the classier sluts. You get at least some lobster in the deal. Yeah, maybe a little caviar.
I hope you're buying the bar around.
I'm half Dutch, so I might buy a round of water. So obviously I'm a bisexual and have to buy sex to get it. It's a sad affair. Every time I put my pants down, my hand laughs. So what else am I going to do? It's a shameful thing. It's really embarrassing. I love Guinness, so if I anything that's black gives good head and doesn't talk back. It's fabulous. Yeah, I make fun of all sorts of ethnicities because whenever I do it with Hungarians, no one knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Where the fuck is Hungary? It's usually what I get. Most people think it's a state of, it's a condition that's frequent on the Lower East Side. So, I got a cheat sheet, but you know, the problem with my cheat sheet is my writing's so bad. I need a pharmacist to tell me what it says. Anyway, my mother got a black hamster, and all the white hamsters moved out of the neighborhood. One left a burning cross in front of her cage. All the cage values dropped. It's really horrible, the racism that goes on in the hamster community. I wrote a joke about Facebook policy, but unfortunately they changed it by the time I got here. So I can't do that one anymore. It's a total shame. But, I digress, of course. Let's see. Yeah, it's social. I'm going to tweet about it later anyway. Apparently that's my grocery list too. I know. Lots of antipsychotics on the list. Yeah, that's a terrible situation. I mean, man, do coke and everything else, and suddenly they say you're sick and take you someplace where they'll force you to do something else. Hey, how about some Risperidol? That'll clean your mind. And why am I twitting? Yeah. Mad is. They go around telling people you're paranoid, and you think, and you're insane, and this is all for people who think they know what you're thinking. It's like they're saying, "Hi, I'm a police officer, car 7, and I know from my psychic ability that you're planning to hurt yourself or somebody else." Yeah, that's a good judgment. Maybe they should arrest him and detain him for a psychiatric evaluation. What's more insane than claiming psychic ability? I mean, unless you got a storefront and sell it as a career, I guess. They tell people to wear Canadian flags when they go to Europe. That's so. When you get off the airplane, the gypsies know who to mug. If you're gonna go there with an American flag, they might look at you bad, but they might think you're packing. Sure, look at me bad. I'd rather look like I'm packing. I love those signs. You know, I go by them sometimes. They have a handgun, something, a hand holding it, and it says, "We don't call 911." I won't move like that. Like that with my dog on the cover. Yeah. It's a lovely thing. Dogs, I love dogs, and not in the usual bestiality sort of loving dogs. And not that kinky. I mean, I know it can be confusing when you say I got a pet, and its master, fuck occasionally, but in that case, it's not my dog. In that case, well, it's quite a bit. It's quite a great expense per hour. But what he does, he has to shut up about anyway. I was wondering about ball gags. I mean, how the fuck do you say a safety word where you ball gag? It would sound like what? What? What are you saying? What? You need a special type of safety moan, don't you? If you're gonna put a ball gag on. It's ridiculous. I mean, jeez, it's like strangling someone too, and they're yelling for the police. I mean, wait until I'm done. I mean, wait until he's done. I've done a lot of things, but my lawyer tells me I should be quiet about that. Lawyers have really put a hold on a lot of good jokes. I can tell you that. Yeah, I was alert to the fact that it wasn't too clear. It wasn't a good idea to masturbate in public by the police. And my question, I just thought, when I was charged with that other thing that I can't mention, I got off on technicalities. Technically, I was just walking down the street with my dick in my hand. I was a bit cocky saying that. Yeah, it's a weird world. I mean, every time I try to figure out a sick thing to joke about, there's always a sicker thing coming out. Like, these people who like to shove things into your urethras. To me, growing up, that was a medical procedure. I mean, Christ, you should just complain to a urologist to get it for free. Yeah. And I'm kind of wondering, if that's a fetish now, where are my pediatricians from child molesters? It's confusing. And yeah, so I spent a lot of time in urology wards growing up for brain surgery. Yes, having my man head examined. Well, he said he was a urologist, but and I couldn't prove differently in court. So some people might recognize me from movies, but I swear I was young and I needed the candy. You say ow.